Yeah, fatherhood is a wonderful, it's a wonderful element. It's a really nice, it's a beautiful situation, you know. So I had to learn about that, like, because the education here, it doesn't seem like it's, in some countries the young boy is initiated into manhood. Like, you're not able to have no girlfriend no wife until you become a man. And here it's not like that, and that's a big problem here. Here seems like a type of culture to where it's just go to school and get a job. The woman is not taught about her vagina and how to satisfy the man, how to cook for the man, and the man is not taught how to protect the woman and provide for the woman, and sexually satisfy the woman. Those things are not, and in some cultures, yes, some girls got to go to school to learn how to handle their businesses. And some young man, they receive an education, so that when they get in a relationship, the relationship will be flourishing and beautiful. But on this part of the world, it seems like a slavery type of culture, because it's like like people have their pets, like even where I live, it's like the dog barks all night. I'm like looking at the dog, like he got a small space of yard to run around in. He don't have a girlfriend. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but he doesn't have a mate to play with or have fun. He's in there all by himself. That's like a slave. That dog is like a slave. Why can't you got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend, what about your dog? That dog need a companion too. Don't you need a companion? So why shouldn't your dog have a companion? And it's like relationships in this part of the continent seems to be, maybe this ain't the only continent that's like that, though. I'm talking about here where I am now. Relationships on this part of the continent seems to be like a slavery type. The woman is like your slave, the man is your slave. It's not like, where's the love, Where's the love, and the father, I'll say for like me, my experience, as an ebony chocolate man, my experience was like, I couldn't really see myself fitting into a healthy relationship until now I can. But as I was, prematurely developing and growing and evolving, I was like, the relationship was like a slavery relationship. It wasn't really a love type of relationship. See, and I'm a warrior. I'm a spiritual warrior. And the relationship here in North America, the situation of relationships here, it seems like it's more like a I got you, or it seems more like a you're mine, or you're my slave. You got to do this. The woman goes to work, the man goes to work. Who's going to take care of the children? When that woman get home from work, she ain't going to even want to cook for those children. She shouldn't have to. She's been doing 8 hours a day. That man comes home from work. Ain't nobody who going to cook for him. She been working. He been working. Who's going to cook? Who's going to take care of him? And who's going to take care of her? And the children. So the culture here is like a robotic slavery culture. I guess to say if you had a whole lot of money, maybe it would be different. But the culture here is like a slavery robotic culture, and you see so many, especially in the ebony family, you see so many fatherless chocolate goddesses without their husband there, to help them with the children, because of the simple fact of this is the culture here is based on a slavery relationship that originated in the slave trade. So, and it's still being used today in households today. It's not about blame. Sit up and it's your fault. It's not about that. It's about for you to understand what's going on, so you don't hate yourself. So the man don't go around hating himself, and the woman don't go around hating herself because the relationship didn't work. And the man feels bad and traumatized because he left his family. because he couldn't feel himself fitting in that type of, setting, especially if you in tune with the warrior, your warrior spirit that's within you. It's like it's a lot of stuff you're not going to go for, and it's not the woman's fault. It's not like, oh, the woman made it like this, or it's not even the man's fault. It's just a setting of relationships is robotic, slavery-based robotic relationships, so you have to be careful, and you have to learn, how to love. You have to learn who you are. You don't get in a relationship because you're lonely or because you need somebody, or because you want to be happy, or because you're horny. None of those cannot work. Or because you need something. I need a place to live, so I'm going to go be with this person. This person got a place to live in a car, and this will work out for me. See, those type of relationships, they are not going to work. So what I've learned is that you have to really be on the path towards self-realization, knowing who you are. The man is not even taught his role in the family. The woman is not taught her role in the family. The man is taught his role on the job as he go to school, as his parents tell him, I want you to grow up and be a good man and all that. But it's more than just that when it comes to, when it comes to being in a successful, beautiful relationship with your woman or with your man. Those things have to be indoctrinated inside a child's mind. Not forced, but when a child is young, the child is more open, and information can be asserted within that child's spirit more better. So when that child is young, that child needs to know his or her role in a relationship. The household is the main basic function of a society, or even a corporation. It don't matter. Because what's going on in that house is what's going to go on out here in the world. So that's the reason why it's a lot of, and I had to travel the world to, crack the code to see why there was a lot of, mainly with chocolate man, that wasn't there, didn't, stay with their, with their family. Even my father, he wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, And I still love him, and I always loved him. It's just the point that he wasn't, he wasn't there. I didn't see him that much, when he was, when he had his body. But the relationships with me as a warrior, I've had, relationships, and I couldn't see myself in that relationship because it wasn't the type of relationship that mixed with my spirit. And like I say, it wasn't the woman's fault, because she been pitted in a situation where she defeminized herself. She was forced to defeminize herself. She was forced not to love herself. Her hair, so many women got fake hair, so many women got fake breasts, fake lips. I mean, like, wow, you don't love yourself. How you gonna love me? I mean, like, really? But it's okay. I'm not here on this planet to tell you what to do with your breasts, your hair, your lips. I'm just saying, like, where's the originality? Where's the self-love? Where are you at? And this society invests billions of dollars into people being who they are not. So you gotta know that. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know what's going on. The best education is self-realization, which means the best thing to know is who you are. If you don't know who you are, what do you know? It doesn't matter if you know how to fix an airplane or whatever. I know how to make this. I know how to build a whole building with 100 levels on it, or even 1,000 levels. But who are you?